Hi, welcome back to my garden. Or, if you haven't seen my last video, welcome to my garden. First of all, before I do anything else, I want to just say 20 subscribers from one video. What? Uh, Thank you all so much for just this vote of confidence based on one crazy little video that I made. So what I'd like to do today is repot some peppers. This is a little bit of an experiment. I sowed these late July, and this is what they look like now. They obviously are yelling at me, please repot us, we don't want to die. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and I read a lot about peppers and how you grow them and how you don't grow them, and with so many things, it seems like everybody has a different opinion. Everybody has different recommendations. Everybody's basically saying, ooh, that's Dutch win for you. Everybody's basically saying that other people's recommendations don't work for reason X, Y, Z. So I figured the best way to really see what will happen is just to try it out for myself. So that's what we're gonna do. But before I do that, I want to show you where their home is on my kitchen windowsill and where they will return once I repot them. So I want to show you that first. Let's go. Okay, first, before I repot the peppers and change this all up and toss some stuff out and get some new stuff in here, I wanted to show you yet another experiment, which basically my whole life is comprised of a series of, like, all my gardening life. No, actually, my whole life is comprised of a series of mildly to not so successful experiments, and this one is called Can you grow vine tomatoes indoors in small size containers? These are two small containers, 7 liters. In their previous life they were CD Rex, and these were my vine tomatoes. As you can see, this one collapsed under its own weight. So I got some ripe tomatoes, look. You can see them here. So these are Romas. Yeah, mildly successful. I had a lot of work in trying to water these, keep them happy in the small containers, and they collapsed under their own weight. So next year, definitely bush tomatoes. Which I would have known if I just listened to what everybody else told me, but I can never seem to do that, so there's that. Anyway, that's maybe another good thing to tell you, that the reason I waited so long to repot those peppers is because I basically can't reach them here. Which is another reason to just, I'm gonna harvest the tomatoes tonight and make insalata caprese, which is basically salad with mozzarella, tomato and basil, and then I can reach the peppers much easier and give them a good chance of long and happy life. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do today. Two of my favorite gardening resources are Diana's Mooie Moestuin. It's a Dutch site. She has a lot of information about growing tomatoes, growing peppers. Learned a lot from her. The other gardening resource that's one of my favorites is the Praxis 55712 channel, run by Raymond. And I want to do a side-by-side comparison and see which one I like, basically, because I think at the end of the day, everything's pretty much going to work, and you're just going to have to figure out what suits you best. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Diana, this is the first one. Diana says you sow them with 3 in a cup, and then you keep the 3 of them together for the rest of their lives, basically. So they will grow one combined root system, and she says that's no problem. You'll have bigger yields in the same space. That's what she says. Then we have Ray, who is a big fan of pruning the peppers back severely, and well, yeah, he trims the tops, and then they grow all bushy instead of just up and going all stalky. So what I did is I've sown a couple of them the Diana way, as I call it for now, with the 3 peppers in a cup, and I've sown one of each species. I did 2 species of peppers, and I have this. It's a mix of vermiculite and potting soil. That's actually another tip that I picked up from Ray, that you can mix up a good potting soil, vermiculite and cocoa peat for ideal kind of indoor growing soil. I don't have cocoa peat, so I just had the other 2, so I just tossed them into a bucket and called it a day. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to put a little bit of potting soil in here. And then these, I didn't water them for a couple of days because if they get drier, they're easy to remove from their pots. So what I do is just turn it upside down and just, I don't know, gently tap it. It's an intuitive thing. What I forgot to tell you is when I just looked at the roots, what I did was just gently, I like to tease them from their shape. I don't know why. It feels like gentle, like wake up call, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like just giving the plant a heads up, like hey, you're gonna get transplanted. Get ready. So then I just fill this up. So that's one with the Diana method. Now I'm gonna do the Praxis, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna prune it, which is basically how he prunes it. Yeah. So I figured I'd bring you in a little bit closer for the pruning thing, otherwise you can't see what I'm doing and it really makes no sense at all. So putting a little bit of soil in and gently teasing the plant out of its pot. Yep, here we go. A little bit root bound, not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay, so putting it in there. Just filling the rest up with soil. I try to get these long things out of there because I don't want anything to mess with the roots potentially. So yeah, try to make it as smooth a transition as possible for the plants. Okay, so this is basically it. So now I can prune it. Okay, so what we do, this was the place where the original seed leaves were, but they fell off. Then this is a pair of, or it's not a pair, it's actually sort of unevenly stacked, but these are the first true leaves. And this is the second pair of true leaves. So what we do now, and this is kind of scary, but I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna put my scissors in here and just snap all this off. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that feels intense. I look forward to seeing what this does and how this plant is gonna develop. And I'm all done, which is good because there's a typically Dutch rainstorm coming on. So yeah, I should really get inside, get these peppers inside, give them good watering because I'm definitely gonna do that. And also I discovered some little buds in the peppers, some of the peppers. They definitely, I don't think they should be making buds yet, so I'm gonna cut those out. But yeah, I really just want to get everything in before the rain storm comes. It's already raining, but I forgot the credit thingy. So real quick, if you want to get in touch with me or you want to be my friend, you can do so on Facebook or recoverista.com. I put the links below. And also I put the links to Praxis channel and Diana's Mooie Moestuin. I assume that if you're watching this, you are already watching Praxis, but it never hurts. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you really soon and have a great day. Bye!
Insalata caprese.